So my decision to move to Majorca has been something that I have thought about for many years now. Not particularly Majorca, but the option to move around, and I just absolutely love traveling. There is also something in being in just lovely weather, environment. And, years ago when we started having the beauty directors business boot camps over in Malta, and now they're in Malaga. When we started doing that, there's just something about being away from your business and being in an environment where you're out in fresh air and just in an environment. To me, there's something about just looking out to sea, and just that's when I get all my best ideas, and I just feel like I am in my best energy. So the idea originally was that I would be in the UK a month and traveling a month, because there's only Stephen, my husband, and I. We don't have a family. And then we were at the point where it was like, right, what do we do? Do we carry on like in the UK, or do we just think about selling up and moving? So we went over and had a look at some properties over in Majorca and just found the perfect place. It's direct access into the sea, steps into the sea, the most amazing views, huge terrace balcony where now I can do consultancy out there and just sit in fresh air and help people strategize and plan and their business for what they want to do. So it's a win-win, because for one thing, flights are so cheap to and from to Palma, to the UK, and I need this, especially this next year, to be back in the UK for all of the beauty roundup events that we do, and also I'm doing better business events with the Smart Group. So we've got I'm back and forth to the UK all of the time, but it's quicker and easier to do that than trying to get from some parts of the UK down to Birmingham, to London, and different places. So to me, it's a win-win. I'm going to be in the UK, also in lovely Majorca, and be able to work from anywhere is what I teach someone. I teach that you can be away from your business. I've got a great team who are going to carry on running Finishing Touch Clinic. Beauty Directors Club, I can operate that from whether I'm in the UK or in Majorca. The Mastermind, we can operate that both in the UK and over there. And things like this, like the podcast, I can just come over and batch with all my guests, batch days, record. So it just seems the perfect time and the perfect opportunity. Yeah, this is the thing with moving to Majorca as well. I teach people to be able to leave their business and operate from wherever they want to be, So I think I am practicing what I preach. I always like to say, you're not your business. It just has to be your very profitable, lucrative friend that can look after itself and everyone else while you're away. Moving abroad's not for everyone. But it just feels perfect timing for me. So yes, I do feel like I am practicing what I preach. I am blessed to have a absolutely fantastic team who run my clinic and have done so for the last 17 years without me being there. Some of the team have been there 15 years. We also have new team members as well. But because I have systemized the business to operate whether I'm there or whether I'm not, it just means that, as it is now, I am away a lot of the time. I'm away working with other businesses, working with different brands. So it's very rare that I am actually in the clinic now. We now have great things like Zoom, so I can Zoom wherever I am. So literally, the business all of my businesses I've designed so that I can be anywhere I want to be, and at the end of the day, if I need to fly home or be in the UK, it's easy. So 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away. Majorca, I always have a vision board, or I always know exactly what I want. And I knew exactly what I wanted. I just wasn't quite sure where that was going to be. So originally I'd thought about possibly being, all I envisaged was that I would still be able to get to the UK back and forth whenever I wanted easily. So it wasn't that it was Majorca that I was drawn to, it was the vision of what I wanted, and Majorca fits into that. So originally I'd looked at mainland Spain. Majorca, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful island. I love it. Whilst I am out in Majorca, it's going to be business as usual, really, just in a far nicer climate. So at the moment, I do spend time with clients on Zoom, so that won't change. Beauty Directors Club, we have weekly social sessions. I also invite guests on, and all of that, again, is via Zoom. In Beauty Directors Club, we meet up. That's not going to change, whether that's in the UK or over there. We've done things in the past like climbing mountains and things. Now there's lots of hiking we can do over in Majorca. So, the businesses are just going to run as per normal. And, it's very easy, again, once you've got the vision for what you want to do, to create the business around what you want to do. And that's what I'm doing with this new life, both in the UK and in Majorca.